So well, good evening. How are you guys? And we're watching us from second Rice unable bid incoming. Arsenal are really preparing a second bid for Declan Rice, and I've seen very many people in my comment section letting me know that Arsenal have gone ahead to really make a second bid. Guys, Arsenal has not yet made a second bid for Declan Rice. They're just trying to make a second undeniable bid in for Declan Rice to West Ham. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, all RD. You can as well follow us onto our Twitter, which is at Rokani Media FB, or you can go into the description box below and follow that link that lead you to our well-run Twitter account. I've seen some of you coming through and really follow, so continue to follow. We are talking about Balogun and Mikel Arteta looking like he wants to offload him from his squad, as looks like his ego is not good, according to Mikel Arteta. And lastly, we are going to discuss about Castagne. Arsenal trying to put him onto the right back list, but looks like Juventus is into the process of hijacking the deal to see to it that they take him to Italy. So let's start it off with the Declan Rice story being reported to us by Sam Mekbo. You know him, chief football writer at the Daily Mail. He has told us that Arsenal are making an improved offer of £100 million for Declan Rice after seeing their first bid rejected. Sources have indicated that City's interest is not as advanced as Arsenal's. Manchester United and Chelsea also have an interest. Now, I want to make a very clear shout here on this deal of Declan Rice. Let no one lie to you that Arsenal have gone ahead to submit their second bid in, because for a player like Declan Rice and how huge this deal is, trust me, David Austin will really let us know. Fabrizio Romano will come in through. The Sami Mikbols will come in through. The Matt Laws, the Jacobs Ben, very many, and even Arsenal correspondents will come out and really tell you that Arsenal have gone ahead to submit a bid for Declan Rice. I've seen a channel of West Ham, or a Twitter handle of West Ham, fan channel, is it West Ham employee, telling us that Arsenal have gone ahead to make a bid, a second bid, but it's not true. Arsenal are contemplating on a bid of Declan Rice that they want to submit into it that they really don't make a third bid, because they want to be so much keen on their decision, as a team like Man City is into this deal. Though it's not yet advanced, but if they go ahead and obviously put in a second bid and it's rejected, it will be an energizer or a catalyst to Man City that let's go in and sweep in. So Arsenal are really planning to make in a bid that is going to be so much appeasing to the team of West Ham, and that's why they're taking their time to really revise their add-ons. Arsenal's add-ons were seen as unrealistic and unachievable by West Ham. That's why they want to change everything and obviously put in a bid that is going to see West Ham accept it, and sending Declan Rice to go and hold a medical at London Conley. That is going to be next week. If at all anything goes in, their bid is accepted, as Declan Rice is still doing his job at England. So they are telling us that the interest of Man City, or the move of Man City to Declan Rice, is not advanced. And I know why it's not advanced, because City cannot come in through and obviously put in a bid when they're not going to agree personal terms with Declan Rice. You understand? So if City had gone ahead to really put in a convincing contract proposal to Declan Rice, and Declan Rice had given them green light that you can as well go ahead and renegotiate with Arsenal, I'm willing to come to Man City, then you would have heard that City are preparing or have put in their first bid for Declan Rice. But Declan Rice and his agency know this very well, that they want to go to Arsenal. That's it. They don't want to leave London. So they are making it hard for Man City to really sit it that they will make a bid. It makes no sense for a team to make a bid when they've not gone ahead to convince the player to come and play for them. So they are giving Arsenal that chance, And that's why Arsenal is trying to utilize this chance of really making a second bid that is really undeniable to a side known as West Ham, And if at all they make a second bid and it backfires, then the agency and the entourage or representatives of Declan Rice will know that maybe we'll have to go to Arsenal, but we might not make this move because Arsenal look like are not willing to really negotiate with my team. So, can I give green light to a team like Man City? That can happen. But as it stands, no second bid in. Arsenal are just preparing that second bid to be put in right about now or any time from now. You might hear that a second bid has been put in, and the likes of Fabrizio Romano will go ahead and obviously do the needful. Remember, they put in a bid of £80 million plus £10 million of add-ons, and it was rejected by West Ham. I think it was on Wednesday or Thursday morning, one of those days, and then Arsenal are really trying to go ahead and do the needful because they are trying to chase very many deals. Ilkay Gundogan, Cancelo, they're in for Kai Havertz. So they're trying to make ends meet at the club of Arsenal. So as it stands, no bid has been put in, but Arsenal are really working on this deal to put in what we call a bid that is really undeniable. Now, let's talk about Castagne, and it's coming in from DiMarzio, one of the first-year journalists, all transfer experts that was born and bred in Italy, and that's where he hails from. He has gone ahead and told us that Juventus are interested in Timothy Castagne as a new right back for next season. As new right back for next season, Juve asked for information on all the conditions of the deal on both player and club side. Castagne, keen on the move. He would love to join Juventus. Clubs in talks as per DiMarzio. Now, when you hear DiMarzio talking about a deal of Italy, just know there is interest. And Fabrizio Romano also confirmed to us that there is interest of Arsenal on Castagne, but it's not the first priority right back of Arsenal. Arsenal have very many priorities that they are looking at, like Cancelo. There is Sergio Boy. There is Franz Neda, but it looks like Mikel Arteta is so much sold onto an idea of bringing in Premier League players that are really proven, players that are really proven in the Premier League, and Castagne is one of those. I've seen very many Arsenal fans coming in through and saying we don't love Castagne, but if at all you don't get, if at all Arsenal doesn't get Cancelo, I think I bring in Castagne, 27 years of age, His experience is needed at Arsenal. He can play as a left back and a right back. So I don't see any reason as to why Arsenal fans should really go against players like this. And there are players we've seen that improve if at all they are really playing at a better side. I think Castagne can give you a very good game. He's fast, defensively is good, and going forward, he can really get you some good crosses, because at Leicester, he had 3 goals and 4 assists this season, meaning that he outperformed Ben White when it comes to statistics. And the game of football nowadays has shifted from what quality and talent of the player is to the stats. Even if you're so much talented and your stats are not really matching, then it doesn't make sense. So that is it coming in from us, from DiMarzio, and Arsenal needs to act fast now to see to it that they either get the deal of Cancelo out of the way or do the needful and get Castagne. And I think it's going to be an easy bargain for Arsenal or Juventus if at all they want Castagne, who is playing for Leicester still, but Leicester is really relegated and they're into the championship. And players like Castagne are not willing to stay at the club. He wants to play good football, and Arsenal gives him Champions League football, Premier League title competitions. When you look at Juventus, they are playing into the UEFA Conference League, and I think Arsenal is a more fertile ground for Castagne to really prosper and obviously expose his talent to the world, than Juventus. So I believe Castagne is really a deal that if Arsenal makes, it won't be really smelly, right? It's not a dirty deal, So let's wait and see how that is going to pan out. But we are closing up this episode with a story coming in from Ryan Taylor Sport that Arsenal are willing to offload Balogun this summer, as Mikel Arteta cannot offer assurances of regular playing time. Arsenal could seek to include a buyback clause so they retain some element of control over the player. So, I think I've been talking about this for a very long time, that the buyback clause is something that Arsenal might include into the deal of Balogun to see to it that he really comes at their club. Sorry, to see to it that if at all he goes ahead and blossoms after them selling him this summer, they can really get him back. You know, Madrid are the champions of doing such deals. You know, they give you a player, he blossoms, and there is a buyback clause. And I wonder why they never did it on Martin Odegaard, you know, because Odegaard has gone ahead to really play very good football for the previous 2 seasons ever since he came in at Arsenal on a permanent fee from Real Madrid. But for Balogun, I think the problem is all about his ego, and he also wants to play. And if you are a manager like Mikel Arteta, would love to retain a player like Balogun who wants to play, who will always knock on your door and ask you, why aren't I being played every game, you know? Because his desire to play is really huge and has gone ahead to show us that he can really score those goals down in France. You've seen him score 21 goals in a season and 3 assists. That is something important. So I think that would be the best option in order not to really disorganize and break the dressing room of Arsenal. It's better you sold him at like £40 million, but you put back a buyback clause with a certain fixed amount of money, and every time they're going to sell, they have to first go on and really contact Arsenal. How are you guys? And I sign out for now. Tell me your thoughts about the second Rice unable bid incoming from Arsenal, and what do you make about Balogun? Arsenal selling him and putting back a buyback clause. And lastly, what do you make about Castagne as Juventus comes in to hijack the deal? I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. May the living true God bless you abundantly. I sign out for now. See you later. Bye bye.